What up, people? It's your boy Master Chudy out here with another comic review. So we got Sideways, number 2. As I stated in my previous review of the first one, I really love this book. Actually, I like it. I relate to this character. I think he's awesome. He is definitely like Spider-Man, and it continues to show, but he's definitely very unique in his own way. So I'd like to just get into it because it's pretty nice to describe. So, as we saw at the beginning of at the end of the last issue, we see this new guy whose name is Tempest Fuginaut come in and told him that he has no disregard for his powers, and you have no idea what your actions are going to cause, so I have to stop you. And he's like, this was supposed to be the premiere of Stepping Out with Sideways, and up to 5 minutes ago, I was on top of the world. So Sideways out, you got Kenneth Rocafort and Dan Didio are the storytellers. Dan Didio and Justin Jordan, whatever you may think of him, do the dialogue, and so on and so forth. So let's go. Let's say, you are not a fit possessor of the power you wield. I shudder to think the damage possible by such power of the hands of someone so young. Say, now I'm hanging on for dear life at the top of Gotham State Building, while some nightmare from a Kirby comic, I see what you did there, makes its way toward me. And then Derek James, which is the kid's full name, is like, great, another parental lecture. You should meet my mom. You two have a lot in common. And he's silence. Yep, just like mom. It's like your levity hides your fear, and you have much to be afraid of. Where the monitors were created to observe and watch and observe as Tempest Fugit, I must preserve the boundaries between dimensions, and I am far more responsible than they were. Say, dimensional interactions are virtually non-existent in the worlds under my care. The galaxy is in complete harmony, so he's like, I'm this cool dude, I can do anything. Your death ensures that it will remain this way. Oh. So my guy's like, look, bruh, I see you like your job, but I gotta go. And then he realizes that, why is it not fully opening? I do not know what you're trying to do, boy, and it's useless. The proximity of my scepter renders your abilities inert. It's like, inert? It's like, as in, not working? Mine is the power to mend and defend, to heal tears in space-time, and to prevent them from happening. And so Derek puts on his mask. He's like, well, gotta go for plan B. And he's like, crap, I hate plan B. He's like, self-elimination. Somehow expected more. But we see that we get this cool thing where you gotta turn it a little bit sideways. Pun intended, of course. It's like I saw a movie once. A guy pushed off a building, say, far enough away to open a rift. It's like, and the only way he could save himself was by catching the ledges. So he goes and he starts catching the ledges. And it's like, and anything jutting from the building, say, come on. It's like to slow his descent. So he's just grabbing onto stuff as he's falling just to slow it down. It's like, I thought since it worked in the movies, should have known better. So obviously he dislocates his shoulder. It's like, can't take much more. Back to plan A. So he manages to open a rift because he is out of the proximity of that Tempest Fugit guy, who he may be a villain, but at the same time he could be a guide. I hope he becomes a guide to young Derek James, maybe a master apprentice thing. It's like, I planned on hitting the lake, but at the speed I was falling, I had to slow down. Should have done it sooner, but I was so scared I couldn't think. And he starts breathing. It's like, from falling from that height, the water isn't much different than concrete. Can't believe, did it. Too scared to be scared. Banged up, lost phone. He's like, I can't go home like this. So, meanwhile, at his friend / maybe girl's place, Ernie's texting him, so text me back. She's trying to find out what's going on with the Sideways thing. I'm not hearing anything. And somebody's knocking at her door. And he's like, nothing like being home alone, acting for a scene from your favorite slasher movie. And he's like, Ern. It's like, Derek, that's you? I was really starting to worry. You know how things can get weird. And he's like, help me. So he manages to get into the place. He falls down. She catches him. He's like, Derek, what happened? Where have you been? Why didn't you call? It's like, lost my phone, long story. It's like, tell me, I'm all ears. Made a new friend, tried to kill me, fell off a building. Would have been great. First show. Stupid phone. So he's still concerned about his freaking YouTube show. It's like, okay, Ernestine, you can deal with this thing. Passed out superhero best friend. Nothing you can't handle. One thing at a time. It's like one Carver summoned. So I guess this is their... Oh, Carver, Uber. Oh, yeah, this is... So she pretty much got an Uber. It's like, to the hospital. The faster you drive, the better your carburetor. Ow, easy on the shoulder. It's like, shut him. It's like, shut it. No one dies. It's like, it's like, no, shut up. No one dies on my watch. And he's like, I knew I could count on Ernie, and I wanted to tell her more. It's like, but I barely understand what is happening. What just happened? That creature, the Tempest Fusionate. What did he say? That the powers to men and defend? Defend from what? And it's Venom. Yeah, Venom. The symbiote makes a little cameo here. So it starts going in the water. Meanwhile, Gotham City Hospital. It's like, hold still, hold stay, Mr. James. This is gonna hurt. And the doctor's like, I said it would hurt. Your shoulder was dislocated, had to be reset. It's like, and your body is covered in bruises. And he's like, sadist. It's like, Derek's trying to be a YouTube star, and you know failing. And it's like, I don't know what ridiculous stunts yielded these injuries, but I doubt they're worth 15 seconds of fame. You'll be fine this time. Still, I'll need to get in touch with your parents. There are tests to run, and it's like, and Derek's like, oh no. And it's like, oh, I'm already here, boy. I'm already here. It's like, oh, Mom. And, she's very overprotective, but for good reason. And it's explained very well. How can you do this to me? I'm at work, and I get a call that my son's in the hospital. Do you have any idea what it's like? Mom, cut me some slack. Injured, Besides, how do you know I was even here? But then, Ernie called. Like, a concerned friend. It's like, you were hurt. I was scared. I called her. It's like, I hope that's all you told her. You know it is. And it's like, then his mother adopted him. I was like, get over here. I was so worried. And when I heard you were in the hospital again, I thought, I don't know what I thought. I'm just glad that you can have friends that care about you and know my number. And then the doctor's like, did you say this happened before? Nothing of the sort. It was over a month ago. We were traveling into the city together. We were separated. I didn't need to tell you the horrors Gotham endured. The news is still covering it. It was over a day before we were allowed back outside. I was told to go home. But I wasn't going anywhere, not without my son. Every first responder was out in the streets. I didn't know where to turn. People were helping. People were helping people, but no one was helping me. And then we just see this gate with all these disappearances due to the whole thing that happened in Dark Knight's Metal, which I think really humanizes what happened to the average people there. It's like, have you ever felt despair? I mean, true despair. The kind that comes with a complete sense of hopelessness. With every moment spent alone, I felt myself die a little. I was so close to giving up. And then, it's like, only one thing kept me going. And then you just see Derek James. It's like, his name is Derek James. Can you check out Craig one more time? I'm so sorry. Every room is full. Halls, too. It's like, I have no idea where these people are. It's like, but I've looked everywhere, and he has to be here. 5'7", slim, olive complexion. Please check again. I'm sorry. Truly sorry. I have to go. Final dismissal. Final prayer. It was a plea I never expected to be answered. I was wrong. And then we just see this officer saying, ma'am, so yes, I don't want to give you false hope, but I believe there's a boy unconscious matching the description on the 6th floor. It's like, we've packed the place pretty tight, but might not be him. Doesn't matter. I need to see for myself. Take me to him. And of course she found him. And there he was. Just like the guard said, he had been unconscious for 4 days, not knowing I was out looking for him. And, his mother's, crying, like, this shouldn't have happened. I should have held on to you, followed you. I was weak, worried about myself. That's not how a real mother acts. Wow. I love this woman. She sacrifices herself for her child. It's like, I may have not given birth to you, but you're my only son. I love you and will always protect you. We just had a pregnant woman want to go into battle, regardless that she was going to give birth to a child. But this woman here, she didn't give birth to this boy. She adopted him, but she's willing to say, I'm going to die for you the next time something like this happens. Now that is a real mom's, man. My God. So meanwhile, sorry about my flash going off. I'm going to have to do this. I more than understand. That's why I like to run some tests. And then she's like, oh, yeah, please do. We just see, Ernie, my costume, hide it. And I was forgiven. And then Ernie's like, forgiven? Forgiven for what? Covering for you? Come to the hospital? How about having to, okay, you win. The costume, please. And she's like, right, got it, on it. It's like, Derek, I've talked to the doctor, and I agreed to let you keep her overnight. He's going to move you into a private room. I'll just grab your backpack. It's like, my backpack? How about we talk through this? And so we just see, my mind's made up. They're keeping you overnight. Rather be safe than sorry. It's like, nope. It's like, no, not happening. I've had my fill of hospitals. Not staying a minute more. Besides, I'm perfectly fine. Let's get going and pretend this never happened. So you can see that he's still discombobulated. It's like, whoa. It's like, got you. And then you just see them lock eyes a bit. And just see, thanks. don't mention it. Say, give me a moment. There seems to be some commotion in the lobby, and of course, we can make a break for it while we're distracted. Stay quiet or I'll drop you. So he still wants to get out. I'm like, calm down, boy. Calm down. Meanwhile, we see a new villain, potential villain. It's like, and they're trying to restrain her. She's losing blood. And it's like, what happened? There was some kind of incident. The patient was shot by the police. And it's like, you have no idea how fast she is. That's why my gun stays drawn. And Jesse, and I was there. He's right. She moves like lightning. It was a lucky shot that took her down. I won't relax until they put her under. So the cops are like, she's dangerous. It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, that's not happening. My speed heals, and my speed kills. So this is a quick ass design. So she just takes out all the opposition, and the doctor's like, oh, we can help you. It's like, it's not a fact. My speed kills me, but also you. It's like, I call myself Kill Speed for a reason. Time to whip up a little wind. So she takes down all the cops and doctors. It's like a tornado there. Derek, Ernest, get behind me. He's like, oh, it's like, Mom, Derek, use your powers to get us out of here. And he's like, I've never taken anyone else through rifts. I don't know what will happen. It's too dangerous. And if that wasn't it, I'm exhausted and beat it up. But I can't just leave her here. And she gets knocked out unconscious. So now that the waiting room's cleared, anyone else want to try and stop me? It's like, stay here. Keep my mom safe. I'm going to distract her. Get her away from the hospital. And we just see, well, now there's an interesting outfit. Who are you exactly supposed to be? Don't let this costume malfunction fool you. The name's Sideways, and I'm here to stop you. And she's like, you've got a busted arm, a whole lot of bruises, and no pants. How are you planning on stopping me? How about we step outside and I'll show you? Oh my gosh, I'm hyped. It's like, now this is like awesome. I love this book, man. He's cool. His mother obviously loves him. Like, now this is going to make for an interesting story. You know, give it a good 9.5 out of 10. I believe Sideways, you know, we'll see how the Terrifics is doing, but I believe that Sideways will flourish the most out of all of the New Age of Heroes stories. But we can only see, and there's still a couple of left to check out, like the Immortal Men and Brimstone and whatnot. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people. I like to discuss good comics and get your points on them. Thank y'all for watching. I should have more videos up later today.